Hey guys, so this is an amazing news I brought to you guys. Do you guys know Neeja? Neeja is an ex Spotlight Nation signee. Yes, Spotlight Nation is owned by Moses Bliss. So Neeja was a former signee in Spotlight Nation, and of course, so many of us got to know him via Spotlight Nation. Why others already know Neeja from TikTok before Spotlight Nation, and he has done so well for himself. He has different songs from, Alone to Amen to Abba's Maid to Bamishe, different songs from Nija and nice sounds. It was also part of the You Are Great, like Lord, You Are Great, You Are Great. Yes, it was part of that song. It was part of it, The Flow by Moses Bliss and the rest. It was also part of there's this song that he sang with Moses Bliss that Moses Bliss released on his wedding day. It was just Nija and Moses Bliss. Like Nija was like Moses Bliss's handbag. Do you get? So Neeja now bought a car for his father on his father's birthday. That was few days ago. Yeah, that was on that day that this lady celebrated her birthday. Vicky James was that day or a day before. Yeah, but was that period anyway. So he bought a car for his father. You could see the emotions that was going on there. Like it was so lovely. I was personally happy for him. You know, whenever I see people say that they had this wish, they had this wish, they had this wish, and they were able to do it, they were able to fulfill it all by God's grace. I feel so excited for them when I see, young persons doing things, making waves. I love it because that's exactly what we all wish for ourselves. So I love you so much. And of course, it's just so beautiful to see that you could put smiles on your parents' face, most especially your father, because at some point I feel like the fathers are sometimes left behind, not because we do not like them. Do you get? It's just that most of the times you see that a whole lot of persons will always say, "Oh, it was my mother. It was my mother that did this. It was my mother that did that. It was my mother. My father never supported me and the rest." So, but when you see some persons that their fathers were there and supported them all the way, you will always see that those kids will always remember their father. So all those stuff and debates online saying that fathers do not get recognized and the rest, I just feel like you guys should tell your those fathers that they should do what they are supposed to do. They should be in their children's life. There's no way a father will be in their children's life and it will get to the point of them being celebrated and the children will desert them. No. And just pick up their mother. No way. You have to be a present father, a good father, a supportive father, a prayerful father. Just be there. They would remember you. I'm so sure. Why do you think children will remember their parents and they remember one of their uncles far away because that uncle is their favorite, that uncle was always there? Why do you think that uncle is their favorite and then they forget about you? It's not nice. I saw something online the other day. Somebody was saying when she, becomes wealthy, she's going to take her mom and her siblings out of the sham they call a house, but she's going to leave her dad there. I do not really need to ask her why. I already know that, okay, probably the father is not a present father or a father that doesn't believe in their kids. I've heard of somebody that says he's not going to invest in his children. Why? Because they are all girls, that is just going to be useless. But somebody somewhere is testifying of the beautiful thing she did for her father in Nigeria. I think that story I really do not know if I should say that story in this place now. If you guys know of Ifunaya's story, if you don't know about it, go on TikTok and type Ifunaya's story. When you watch it, you will understand that being a girl child is superb. Every child God has given to you is awesome, whether be a boy or a girl. It's just so awesome. So you don't look down on your kids because of gender. But I don't know why, especially Nigerian fathers are always doing that. When they give birth to girls, they just feel like, oh, it's a waste, you know, it's a waste of money trying to train them or trying to invest in them when girls are doing a whole lot of things. And some boys actually, oh my goodness, it's very hard before you get to see matured guys. They would always behave like sometimes you just meet up with some, they are your age, and you know the way they react, and you're like, really, am I actually older than this person? Because I really don't understand the conversations you both are having, and the guy is sounding like, see, I don't want to go into those details, but just know that whatever child you have, whatever gender, your child is doing so well. Okay? Appreciate your children, appreciate your wife. So long their mother is a good mother and you do not appreciate her, those children are taking notice. And of course, it's going to reflect in the way they treat you when they grow up. Another Father's Day is coming, and I know a whole lot of persons are not going to celebrate their father. Why the ones that have good fathers are going to celebrate and are going to make it loud, making it seem as though those that do not celebrate their fathers are bad people? But it's all good. All I can say is, fathers, do right by your children, do right by your wife, do right by the society. Those kids are seeing you from little, they are understanding what you're doing to their mother. And you don't expect them to grow up and then hug you tight. All right, guys.